Not everyone that goes to the club is a bad person.
Everyone just wants a one-night stand.
So hold on. Basically, instead of him getting professional help through a counselor, a therapist, he's going to drink his life away in a club.
His friends are taking him out to the club.
His friends. So those are the type of friends. Instead of them instead of those friends encouraging him to go get professional help,
it's just
they're
like me and
sending
my
him
partner.
to the club.
I'm sorry, honey, but it's just like me and my partner. If he's entertaining other women and they're calling him baby, and I'm going to the club, mind you, I have my partner. What the hell am I doing at the club and I have a partner that's cheating, potentially cheating on me?
We got to ask ourselves, what type of friends are telling you, hey, man, go to the club, go get shit-faced drunk,
it'll get
go
better.
Get bubbled from all these different girls.
You go to a boys' night out, you went for dinner and just shit happened. You had a few drinks and they're like, oh, the club's right down the street. Let's go.
That's how boys' night out works?
Or you go to a strip club or something. I don't know.
We're starting?
We're good. We're rolling.
All right, cool. Ah ha ha. Come on.
Tune by. Forever, girl.
Every day.
Yeah.
Big up Waterford, Waterflow, Deportee forever. Damn, that was a hot song. Good for the summer.
Yeah. Big tune.
Yeah. Y'all ready to get started?
We're here. We're rolling. Let's go.
Welcome to the Laugh Kings podcast. We on a new level. I'm your co-host, Jace. We got my main man to the right, the A-lister, the leading actor in the drama series, the one and only, Mr. JR.
What up, y'all? What's going on?
We got the one who stacks the bills in the back, live in person. Sweet, but sometimes salty.
Very salty.
Shy.
Money Linda.
Cash Money Linda. And once again, our amazing guest who's live on location, the infamous Prince of Dubai, the one and only Uncle Sammy.
What's up?
Just got off the private jet, straight from Dubai. Smell the stench on him. We know what goes on over there.
I natural mistake. Folks, we're not here to play nice. We're here to ignite fires and have a good time with our friend. What are we drinking?
Well, we are drinking on Crown Royal's newest and finest blend.
Woo!
What's it called, Jace?
It's called Blackberry.
Blackberry. And no, not the phone, but Crown Royal's newest and finest blend. Whether you're kicking it back, watching some NBA playoff games, or now the finals, or whether you're chilling with some friends just like us, you got to be sipping on Crown Royal. Blackberry goes down so smooth, whether it's mixed or on the rocks. Check for it in your local liquor store.
They also say once you go black,
never go back.
You never go back. Why you watch me like that? All right, everyone, we are all over the place.
Yep.
So we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on TikTok, all the social, Instagram. You can see it sliding over our heads.
Mm-hmm.
Also for the audio heads, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, CastBox. Search the Laugh Kings with a Z or a Z for our American folks. And anything and everything for the Laugh Kings, go to direct.me/Laugh Kings with a Z.
Yep.
We got to give credit where credit's due. That was Waterflow Deportee with Forever.
Big tune.
And also, before we get the pod started, we got to big up the one and only,
as always, Miss Shensia.
Woo.
Shout out.
You keep doing what you're doing, girl. Also, we got to shit on Diddy. Everyone forgot about in the world. A couple weeks went by. He's living a good life again. But we got to shit on him one more time, beating little girls.
Not if Biggie's mom gets a hold of him.
Oh, crap.
I don't know if you guys heard about that.
Biggie's mom. We'll get into it soon.
Yeah.
Big up Ryan Clark.
Yeah.
Big up respects to you. So tell me about that. What's that?
So there was a quote that came out. I'm not sure if it was an interview with Biggie's mom, but
Miss Wallace.
Miss Wallace, there was a pretty candid soundbite, which was basically she said, "If I see Diddy, I'm gonna smack the shit out of him."
Wow. Good.
And that's some strong words right there.
Yeah.
And yeah, if I was Diddy, I'll be pretty fearful.
Miss Wallace, big up to you.
Yep.
That lady's amazing.
I love her.
Ever since her son passed away, I'm the biggest fan of his. She's been always on it, trying to figure out the truth, trying to bring his name back. Biggie, rest in peace, Biggie.
Yeah.
So what we got in the news today?
Well, we got quite a bit going on. I guess we should start with
Playoffs.
Yeah.
Damn.
NBA Finals has now been established. We have the Boston Celtics versus the Dallas Mavericks.
Woo!
That is going to be a must-watch finals, in my opinion, at least. I don't know how you guys feel, but it's a must-watch.
I'm happy. I'll let our distinguished guest give a little commentary about the finals. Uncle Sammy?
So I'm not a big Boston Celtics fan.
Thank
Let's
you.
just put that out there. I
Thank you.
despise the Boston Celtics. I'm not a huge Dallas Mavericks fan,
Yeah.
but I don't despise them.
True.
You know, my only thing is Luka. I love Luka's game. He complains a little too much for my liking.
Every single time. And I got to get rid of that.
Yeah, it's crazy how he complains, but the talent is there. So I'm hoping that Luka and Kyrie pull it out.
Yeah. Pause.
Oh man,
We got him.
damn it!
And Mrs. Celtics fan?
Yes.
Why are you Celtics fan? Is it
Jace.
because of their great play, the stretch, the amazing playoff run?
Jason Tatum.
Oh, damn.
Mm.
What
I
about
love
it?
that guy.
Averaging 30
He's
points.
an amazing player, and I'm excited.
Other than his looks, is there anything else you know about him?
For the team.
Who's the next best player? Name another player on the Celtics.
Jay?
Jay,
Jay who?
I don't know.
That's me.
No, well, short form Jay, but I don't know the rest of his name. The one that just scored a lot. I don't even know.
There we go,
I was
folks.
just focused on Jason
Now we
Tatum.
know why she likes the Boston Celtics. It's because of Jason Tatum and this guy named Jay who scores a lot. But yeah, I hope personally Boston gets swept in the playoffs. Kyrie and Luka show them exactly what it means to be a championship. Hope Jason Tatum never wins a ring. I don't know why.
No, come on.
I'm with Uncle Sammy.
it's a Celtics hate.
Why?
There's a Celtics.
Why?
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 The division rival.
Yeah, to the Raptors, of course.
Yeah.
But
They've always been annoying to me.
Yeah.
But they're a strong team.
very strong.
Yeah, they're
give
a
them
strong
that.
team. They're a
Yeah.
strong team.
Yeah.
But I felt this year they didn't have to be strong. The East was really weak.
Yeah.
Really weak.
Really, really. Yeah.
Look
it's
what
true.
Dallas had to go through,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
So this might be, maybe we can get into it now, the face of the league,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to. But this could be the turning of the face of the league. Because
Definitely.
Denver's out.
Yep.
Do we already have the new crown for the face of the league?
Well,
Because people have been pushing his name. People have been
Yeah.
talking about him. He has the stats to back it up. If he consistently plays how he's been playing, he could pass LeBron in a lot of those stats. I don't know if you saw that.
definitely. But it's hard. Does the NBA want to push a European player
They've been
versus
pushing
an
Jokic.
all-born American who LeBron's face is everywhere? He's mixed in hip-hop. He's in fashion. He's in all these different lanes and categories. So he's like a global giant, just like Steph. But when you get to some of the European players like Jokic, like Wembyamba, like Doncic, it's hard to market them outside of the NBA.
I don't think so.
Well, it goes back to the conversation with that I had about UFC with Alex Pereira.
But Doncic speaks English.
He does, but also
It's
too,
funny.
is he willing to take that step and have his face all over the world like how LeBron or Steph has?
I think his play will put him in there regardless. So even if he the popularity comes with the play. So as he puts those highlights, he gets those triple doubles, he's doing all of those things. It's gonna automatically come. Like I think, sad to say it, like the American players are taking a little step back right now because Wembanyama is gonna run this league if he continues at the pace he's doing it. And Luka, there's a lot of other guys. Even Shea Gilchrist-Alexander,
is not out yet.
He's Canadian. You know what I mean? So these American players got to step up. They have Anthony Edwards. But we just seen what happened when Luka and Kyrie, disposed of them. So it's interesting to see what the face of the league is gonna look like. But European players, international players, they have to show respect for them.
Yeah, and I think too the NBA was trying to push Anthony Edwards. But unfortunately he lost to Dallas. So there's no doubt a European player will be the face of the league, and there's no controlling it. There's just too many dominant European players, like Uncle Sammy said.
It's true, and I believe for this upcoming draft, the first overall pick is projected to be
France.
A guy from France. I forgot his name.
First two, I think, might be. It's a wide open draft. But there's European players at the top again.
Definitely. So,
okay, let's name some players who are non-European that could potentially be the face of the league.
Well, Sammy mentioned SGA.
I kind of count him out because he's a little bit different.
He's Canadian.
Right? He's Canadian. I would say Mr. Tatum would be a potential.
He's still really young.
Right. Tatum. Well, again, I think that's why this finals is must watch, because if the Celtics win a ring, I think he's now in that conversation because he would lead the pack of that young new generation with a ring. Right. Jokic is already in his own lane. He's got the MVPs. He's got the chip. He has all the credentials already. And also, I believe Jokic is pushing 30 or something like that.
Young, so he's
young.
But again, I'm talking about young, like plays, under 25.
The way he plays Jokic, he can play like Arvydas Sabonis. He can play well into his 40s.
We have to also talk about Jay, that Jay guy.
Who's
also scoring a lot of points. He's really played really good. Jaylen Brown.
That's okay. He won the Eastern Conference, the Larry Bird Trophy, right?
MVP.
He's really
MVP.
close with Jason Tatum too.
He's developed quite a bit.
Yeah, for sure.
I admire them.
Is he better than Jason Tatum?
I think so.
He's getting.
I don't know.
He's getting there. He's developing.
I don't know. I think so though.
He did win the award, so you're not wrong.
There you go.
I wouldn't crown him as better than Tatum right now. No.
I think he has more heart than Tatum. I don't want to say this, but I see Tatum kind of like a Vince Carter. They're so talented. I just see this at end of games. Like you see Jaylen Brown trying really hard defensively and trying really hard to score. Jason Tatum kind of sits back and like shoots the three. Settles for the shot, right? That's what I'm seeing very Vince Carter like. They're so gifted. I think just mentality wise. He doesn't have that extra gear or that dog in him. Like really? Jaylen Brown. Come on, Jaylen Brown has the dog in him. I don't think Tatum does.
I find Tatum's also complaining a little bit too much at times. Same kind of thing as with Luka. And listen, like we understand you're going to get calls. And sometimes you're not going to get the call, right? Exactly. But I mean, when you're on national television, the game's nationally televised, and you're up there basically look like you're crying to the ref. It doesn't look good, right?
Totally agree.
And when has a call ever been changed after you complain?
Exactly.
They don't get it. These players don't get it. Only LeBron had the call change it. And he's holding on to that since 2002 conference final.
Oh man, but yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting next couple years.
Do your best. Your call against the ref, I guess. I didn't mean to scare you.
No, my favorite is when Patrick Beverly grabbed the photographer's camera and showed it to the ref and got a tech for that. That was too funny. But yeah, I think next I say 3 to 5 seasons is gonna be really, really fun. Really interesting.
Yeah, there's no lead dog.
No, not yet at least. But they're developing though.
Yeah.
Right? Because that generation of LeBron, KD, Steph, they're all next. Well, LeBron, depending on how long
Yeah.
he might go next 2 seasons, maybe 3.
Yeah.
But Steph, KD, they're all gonna exit the league, right? So it'll be interesting to see.
While we're on the topic of LeBron, there's one thing I want to touch on because it bothers me. So Bronny James coming into the NBA draft.
Yeah.
I feel that he's getting too much of what's the word I'm looking for? It's just too much privilege.
Yes, for sure.
So he's kind of, they're saying that he doesn't want to work out with teams because he wants to go to either Phoenix or Lakers.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just because you're the son of LeBron James, I don't feel you should ever be able to make those decisions.
Right?
Yeah. And I hope teams, I know he's not the player that LeBron James is, so he's not supposed to be like a high prospect.
Yeah.
But I hope teams don't stop taking him or like stop themselves from taking him just because he doesn't want to play there. All these other players, you know, if you're the highest draft pick and you're going to the number 1 team, you might not want to go there.
That's true.
But you get drafted, you know. So I just hate that entitlement.
Yeah.
Like,
completely agree.
Yeah.
But how do you avoid it though if you're LeBron James' son?
I know.
I guess if he was better, he wouldn't have that entitlement.
That's
you know what I
true.
mean? So he would automatically,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have a say, but because he's not as high of a prospect.
Why does he? Yeah, exactly. He's not the best on his team.
He's not,
he's not even a top 3 on his team.
He averaged like 4.
4 points a game. Yeah. I could average 4 points a game. Why are they not calling me? I can't.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. But
But I guess when your dad, it's everywhere in the business world, professional world. If your dad is one of the GOATs, that pushes you up all the way. People can see.
Definitely. Well, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
That's definitely for sure. So we got any final predictions for? I think we quickly mentioned.
Okay, let's go down.
Let's go round table.
Yeah. Start with you.
I got Mavs. Mavs.
Okay, you got it. Okay.
In 6.
Mav in 6. Mavs. I would say it's gonna go 7, but Mavs at 7. Who are you picking to win? Dallas Mavericks or Celtics?
Definitely Celtics.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
definitely Celtics.
So then
They're
I'll
strong, and I believe in them. So definitely.
Cool.
I'll go Mavs in 6.
All right.
Why?
I just think that Luka and Kyrie are on a hot streak right now, and I hate the Celtics.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And Kyrie is tested.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kyrie is tested.
And
he's mature now.
He left Boston, remember?
Yeah.
Right.
So there's a little bit of that hate
that's
that
gonna be
might take
fun.
over in the series.
And Porzingis.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The vice versa, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, Kyrie's gonna get booed the hell out of him. But
And you know what happens when you boo him? He goes off sometimes.
Oh,
So.
Yeah. Porzingis sounds like a different model for a Lamborghini, doesn't it? The Lamborghini Porzingis.
Something like that, yeah.
The Maybach Porzingis. All right, let's get some serious topics out, man. What do you got for your first, JR?
All right, let's see what we got. But all right, so last week or last pod, we had a pretty good conversation on 50-50 in relationships.
Oh yeah, you with the everybody has to be 50.
Yeah,
All right.
and I stand on that. I know there are people out there that stand with me, and I'm not alone on this ship. But it was a good conversation. But there is a carryover, or we do have some carryover that rolled into this pod. So we want to know, what's your all thoughts on spousal support when a married couple divorces? Hot topic, obviously, because whether you're on the giving or receiving end of a large lump sum post marriage, I'm pretty sure you're
Let's
satisfied.
call a spade a spade. Who is the receiving end? It's women.
It's mostly women, correct?
So let's just call it like that. Which guy receives spousal support?
Huh?
Which guy receives spousal support?
What if he can't work? What if he's not able to work anymore? What if he got injured and he decided, they decide that they want to divorce and he can't work? Right?
Yeah.
So there are men out there that's actually receiving spousal support.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
I don't
not
know
only
any.
women. It's not only women.
I don't know any. Okay.
Well,
okay. I guess I'm wrong. I stand corrected.
I don't know. That's.
I think it's a rare.
Yeah,
maybe it's rare.
But on a woman's perspective, there are guys out there that are actually receiving.
Okay. So I guess we talk about both scenarios.
I think there's only one scenario, really. But.
Okay, so let's break it down. Let me give you an example.
All right.
Since you started it,
Yes.
let's say you've been married, let's say 3 years.
Okay.
You're the breadwinner.
Yeah.
You're tired of this hunchback sitting down all the time complaining, ain't doing nothing, lost his job, negative. So you're like, you know what? Boom.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get a divorce. Do you think, as the breadwinner in this relationship, he deserves any of my money, even when we separate?
To answer your question, I'd say no.
Okay, why?
But in the eyes of the law, they decide that based on my income and whatever lifestyle that he has, obviously it will be carried over to him regardless I like it or not.
And you know for a fact, if he does not marry again, you have to continue to pay spousal support. He can go out on dates. He can buy whatever he wants. You still owe him. You can move on with your life and have a new husband.
Yep.
You still owe him spousal support until he is no longer dependent.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's shit.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the eyes of the court, it is important that it's been divided in both parties.
Okay.
Well, meaning if it was a woman in this case, then obviously the guy would have to pay her. And then if it's a man, in my case, which it is, the court will decide that based on his lifestyle and my income and to basically accommodate him.
Could you imagine you get your check and it says net, let's say $10,000 minus $5,000 for spousal support. Final net says $5,000.
Jeez.
That's going to your homie sitting on his back deck, smoking a cigar.
Yep.
Yeah.
On the flip side, though, like if it was the woman, and I'll count myself lucky because I'm receiving, right?
Oh, so it's lucky now.
It's not a two-way street.
I guess not. I guess not. So flip it.
Mm-hmm.
He's the breadwinner.
Yep.
You initiate the divorce. And the reason why I'm saying this is because women initiate divorce statistically in North America.
Okay.
Overwhelmingly 80%.
Yes.
Whew.
Wow.
I will post that in the description below. Because you're unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
We're not saying he's cheating.
Right.
You're unhappy because you've changed.
Sounds like a lot of men not doing their job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you expect to receive spousal support?
Yes.
Oh, damn. So you would, even though you initiated the divorce, you would go to court and file for spousal support?
Yes.
So you want his finances, you don't want him.
Damn.
That's what it sounds like.
No, but
it is.
You have to take it with a grain of salt as well, because when you're in a marriage, you both contribute together. Your finances are together.
Okay.
So what happened to the times where I was contributing most of the times too, right? And then now we're going our separate way. It doesn't mean that you can't.
But why does he still have to? You guys can jump in here. But why does he still have to be responsible for you in some way? Like, you wanted to get rid of him,
right?
So you can live your life.
Yeah.
Why do you need this cash coming in to live your life?
Because let's just say my lifestyle is not up to his lifestyle and I can't afford it.
Shouldn't you go out and look for a job?
Yes.
Okay.
I am working, let's just say, in this case. But
you said specifically you would go out for spousal support.
Well, I'm believing, and you guys can correct this as well. Okay. I don't know much, but is it your decision to tell the court that you don't want it? Let's just say if I didn't want it.
No, so you have to file for spousal support. The court's not going to say you got divorced, so you'll automatically get this money. You as a responsible party, she is requesting to get money from him because you got a divorce.
Okay.
So you need help financially.
Yeah.
You would actually do that.
And even if we have kids, definitely a yes.
All right, smoke them, guys.
Even if we have kids, definitely.
Well, then you'd get child support.
Yeah.
Child support, but you want spousal support as well?
Damn.
I don't agree with it either way. So I'm not. It's not a two-way street, a one-way street, or whatever it is. Like I think if you're separating, you should be doing everything on your own.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter my lifestyle. Like if it was me personally, I'm not filing for it, even if my lifestyle is a certain type of way, because it just seems like a cop out, and I don't think that anybody should be able to, because then it leaves you to be lazy. Like, why would I ever try to do more, or why would I ever get married? Like the situation you just said. I would just be dating and she'd be my wife, but not officially my wife because I got my ex paying for our lifestyle. You know, so I just think it's not something that I think that's maybe dated. Like they need to look at that.
Court system's flawed, man.
And like, damn, think about it. Okay, if you get with a woman who's now receiving spousal support. So while you're thinking, you're trying to get to know, this potential, girlfriend of yours, and it's like to think you guys are dating. It's like, damn, her ex is funding her.
Right.
So now, let's say if we do decide to get together, it's like, so if I pay for the dates, she's also getting money from her man to be able to pay for whatever dates and whatever she wants. So it's, as a man now, do I got to say like, hey, if we're getting serious, I kind of want the spousal support to stop.
I know, because then he's like paying for your whole relationship. Like, you're like a child.
Shoot. You know what I mean? And
unless you don't care. You're like, oh, this is great. Like,
it's like, shoot, send some my way too. But, I don't know. It's to me, it's just, and again, it works both ways, right? Yeah. Even if the man was receive spousal support, to me, it just seems, it's just odd.
Yeah. Man, y'all
there
crazy.
Are some men out there.
I would apply for spousal support. What's wrong with you? Yo, I've been accustomed to a lifestyle with you.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
You decide to leave me.
Yeah.
I will ask for some money to maintain my lifestyle.
There you go.
That's not.
But who's responsible?
Like, why do I have to go out? You asked. We got in a marriage and a relationship together to live forever.
Okay.
Yep.
You break that promise. Why do I have to all of a sudden start back from ground zero?
But that doesn't mean that they broke the promise, because what if you weren't delivering in the relationship, so they needed to leave? What if there wasn't the love because you didn't put in the effort? So there is a lot of valid reasons to leave, but you shouldn't be, gifted the sum of money.
So I would say a response to that is that's crap people. I would say, but
there's a lot of crap. I think there's majority crap.
Crap people. Yeah. Try your hardest to work it out. Like, you've gone into this contract, you got married, you spent thousands of dollars on a wedding, you have kids, right? You should be able to continue your lifestyle. Like, I shouldn't have to go back to an apartment because you don't want me no more.
Well, then you should have stayed in the relationship, because if you wanted that lifestyle,
but I'm saying if the woman, in my case, if the woman decides to leave me, I should ask for spousal support.
Yeah, but it's her. It should be the person's right to leave the marriage. You know what I mean? Because we don't know why people leave marriages. There's a lot of different reasons. Right. The love could be gone. Someone didn't put the effort. So we're gonna see it on the one side, be like, oh, why didn't they put in that work or whatever? But they did, and it just is gone. So it's true. You shouldn't stay in a relationship to stay in a relationship. So, and you shouldn't be rewarded for leaving the relationship to get the lifestyle that, work for the relationship. So if I'm having I notice my partner's pulling away, it's on me to figure out through communication what's happened. Yeah. So if I don't do that and they file for a divorce, I shouldn't be entitled to their lifestyle because I didn't do shit. You know what I mean?
But the reason, and you jump in here, a lot of women and men who are in relationships, who's that support? So if someone's taking the lead financially, someone else is making the sacrifices.
Yeah.
True.
which is the person who's asking for spousal support in most cases.
But what sacrifices though?
Well, what if I wanted to go in my career and work in my career and get promoted in my career, but I decided to be a stay-home dad? You don't think the years I've sacrificed? Because right now, if I have to go back and get a job, I could have been president or something like a director, but I got to start back as a regular employee and work my way up. So I've lost 10 years, maybe even more, because you want to gallivant and live a lavish lifestyle and say, I'm not with you anymore.
I think that's the only example that would make sense, but I think you'd have to prove that in court that you sacrificed.
Oh, I would prove it.
Yeah, see, I think in that situation, but it's like, oh, my lifestyle's changed. I think that's bullshit.
No.
But if you're legit, like you decided to be the homemaker, whether it's the man or the woman, that's a legit, because you did sacrifice some things to do that. So now starting over is harder. I think that's the only reason that I would say. And then it's the burden's on you to prove that you deserve to get it.
Yeah.
But
that's true.
What do you say, Cash? I think you were jumping in earlier.
Like, I was just trying to listen to Sammy, and then just something came to me. I had this friend of mine. He was telling me like he was going through a hard time, and his wife decided to file divorce, and he has a whole bunch of debts.
Okay.
And he's like, "Can you imagine women are like this?" I'm like, I don't even know how to answer to that. And he goes, "I have debts." She just walked out. She's ready to file a divorce.
So sorry, he had debts or she had debts?
He,
okay.
He did, yeah.
Did he have them before they got together, or
Because when you get married, you're
ask.
responsible for the debts together.
Yeah.
I didn't really ask him that, but I'm assuming he had that like a while, paying it while being with her.
Well, then that wouldn't have anything to do with her, though.
But then no, he's now like in distress because he's like, well, you think that you have a partner beside you that would like to work things out to help you now, trying to pay your mortgage, but also pay your debts that you have previously.
Oh, so he was responsible for bills too.
Yes.
Okay.
And so, I was just thinking about like, poor thing, like, you know what I mean? But then also I have other friends that on the female perspective, they've sponsored this person, bring them up, give them their visa or they got their visa or their PR, and turns out that you have to pay them spousal
you're responsible
support.
for 10 years.
And you just came up to Canada.
Yeah.
You just got your PR.
Very common occurrence.
And then we just had an argument. She probably raised her hand on him, and he's filing a divorce.
And she gets spousal support.
No, he gets the spousal.
Oh, good for him.
Because he's filing the divorce.
For him.
He's filing for the divorce.
Wait, she raised his hand? Or he raised her
Something
hand?
he said to her, and I think she spit on him or either raised
That's
her
assault.
hand.
Spitting is assault. Damn.
You saying women can't spit on you?
Not that way.
Oh.
I think he was saying something really nasty. I don't know how, because sometimes men can be provoking, but
oh yeah.
Whoa.
sometimes
Men can be provoking.
Sometimes.
Men could be provoking.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, you say the worst of the worst sometimes when you're angry.
So women don't do that?
And what do women do?
Women do, but like sometimes some men, they're like, okay, because they think that they're the leader, they just say whatever they want to say and think that a woman would stand up for herself. So I think at the moment she was just like, yeah, I can't. So, but
I noticed one thing about
I'll
Cash.
raise my hand. You want to raise your hand at me? I'll raise my hand.
What?
back.
But the man should never raise.
Whoa.
Man raises. Okay, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different. Oh, damn.
I noticed with Cash, she takes one side of the story. There's usually two sides to every story.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what she did to him, but all I know is that she brought him up here. She brought him from the Caribbean, bring him here. He got his PR, and then he decided to live a different lifestyle.
You ever watch?
And then when a woman talk, you just like, oh, we're accustomed to back home lifestyle. And then they just got into this argument, and
well, it is hard, a big transition to come from there and come here. Have you ever watched 90 Day Fiance, Angela and Michael?
yes.
So you would listen to the one occurrence Angela's telling you how Michael's disagreed with her, and it's the end of the world. When all this time, this man's been abused for the last 7 years, verbally.
No, I like Michael.
cake
I don't really agree on Angela.
So
but
put it in your situation. You heard one side of the story.
Yeah.
That's
you
true.
said poor guy. You know what I mean? Like,
it all depends. But sometimes men can be provoking.
I agree with you, but sometimes women can be provoking too.
I think
it's equal.
It's not gender related to be provoking. I think it's anybody can be provoking.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Okay, so I got a question for you guys then. Okay. Let's flip the spousal support to child support.
Okay.
Let's say one child, you guys divorce, joint custody, so 50-50. Do you guys believe in one side only contributing child support? So most cases...
Where's the child living with? Who's the child living with?
Living with the mom.
Okay.
But you do have joint custody. So the primary residence will be at the mom, but it's like, okay, 1 week here, 1 week there. Mm-hmm. But again, the child needs a primary residence. Okay. Yeah. And like a primary parent, which would be the mom. So the school's always going to contact the mom before the father and doctor's office and blah, blah, blah.
Fathers get no respect. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Right.
It's true, but same thing if it was reversed, right?
Right.
So how do you guys feel on child support in that instance?
I agree with it. Mm-hmm. I think definitely a child needs to be, you made the child. Yeah. You should be responsible. But I don't agree with how the delivery is made.
Correct.
The what?
The delivery of the funds is made to the child. Mm-hmm. It's deposited in the mother's bank account. Okay. Right? Yeah. I would hope it would change where somehow directly I would know my funds is going directly to the child. Yeah. Like if there was a bank account set up in the child's name, whatever happens, I can't control if the mother uses the funds or whatever. But us both it should be a joint account. Yeah. In the child's name, so I have access to that bank account, so I can see where the funds are going.
That's true.
I can see who's using. Is it going to nail salon? Yeah. Or is it actually going to Amazon diapers? You know what I mean? Yeah. So I would love for that to happen in this case, and I think that would be a good start in the right direction. Mm. But if you're just asking in generally, I would say you're responsible for the child.
Okay. All right, that's fair. How about
I would
you,
just
Sammy?
hope the funds would be directly used on him.
I agree as well. Once you bring a child into the world, it should be. It doesn't matter where they're living. You know what I mean? And I understand one person. I think in that situation, it's probably not going to be even. Yeah. Because if they're going to school or so, more weekends and stuff. Yeah. So I think then the person who's getting them on the weekend would probably have to, put towards. I just don't think it would go to a joint account like you're saying. It makes sense. Yeah. But that would lead to a whole nother issue like, oh, she's doing this, especially if there's a problem, you know?
Even if he can't do anything, I would like to know. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I would like to know and bitch to myself. And be like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, at least I'm knowing that it's going, because a lot of times what happens is you see your child, whatever, you're like, oh, what did you do on your birthday? Oh, we just had cake and we sat down. I'm like, where's all the money going to? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you didn't get an Elmo.
And then I got to come on top of child support and buy you a cake, buy you a bike, buy you this. Yeah. Where's that money going? You know what I mean?
Hey, it's tough. Well, how about you use some of that money to pay rent, to keep a roof over that child's head?
Child could have been living with me.
Yeah. Maybe you entertaining other women there? I don't want my kids.
While she's entertaining and giving BJs to other guys?
Oh, shoot. Yeah. Huh.
It goes both ways.
Yeah.
Like, I understand your point with the account and all of that, but I think also too, like, being a single mom is a struggle, especially if you don't have a house of your own, or even if you have a house, you have to pay mortgage, you have bills to pay.
Well, in this case, they have a roof over their head, because in order for you to be primary custodian, you need to have that set up.
Yeah.
Right. But like, the money can go to other things. Pay for gas to take the child to school.
That's fine.
Pay for rent or pay your mortgage. Mm-hmm. Buy grocery. He eats at home. He eats take lunch, whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. As you said, the birthday thing. Yeah, I'll do a birthday what I can afford. Money runs out fast.
So why did you assume the first thing they can't live with me because I have women in my house? That was your first comment.
Okay, it all depends.
Us men are womenizers.
Let me correct.
Backtracking.
Let me correct that. Okay,
bitterness. Have you been through a divorce already?
Let's say they the divorce because of the man cheating on the woman.
Oh my god.
Always cheating. Yeah.
What did my stat earlier say? 80% of divorces are initiated by
women.
What's
let's
next?
Just say
What's next? Men are dogs.
Let's follow this trail.
Yeah.
Let's say you have a certain lifestyle. He likes to party, likes to go out and drink. He comes home late at night. While I'm a not stay-at-home mom, but I'm a hardworking mom, ensure that everything runs well. It's just that you have a lifestyle of your own where you want to go party and do things, and we just decide to separate and divorce.
Okay.
Or divorce. Fair. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And then he's on his own.
That's not fair.
He's on his own.
Okay.
He's entertaining all these different friends, smoking, drinking, blah blah. Blah. I don't want my.
How's my son to grow up to be a man? How does he understand how a man lives?
Yeah.
How is he going to be masculine?
How's he going to know? I don't want to say.
Well,
how's he going to know the gap, play cards, lash dominoes?
Well, that's where the eyes of the law comes in, where the father will spend time with the child on the weekends or on birthdays.
Okay.
Right? Because I'm sure the court does decide whether or not you're able to spend time with your child.
How about if the mom tries to hide you from the child?
Ooh.
I think it should only be if the dad is an abusive person.
What? This is I don't understand.
You're going down a road.
God.
But
she
abusive
shouldn't.
to who?
No, I still think that regardless if the but like say if he has like.
So if I'm abusive, I can't see my son. I'm not abusing my son. Maybe I was hypothetically, maybe I was abusive to my wife.
Yes.
But I think 99.9999.99 a father is never abusive to their daughter or son.
I don't know if I'd want to face you with my child to come see you and say, hey,
you could have for the weekend. No, there are people that you can use a family member or you can use the police to drop your son off to meet at the police station.
Okay, that's
and
fair.
what if your son or daughter is saying, I want to go see daddy. Why aren't you letting me see dad? And he's nagging every single day to you.
Because that's cool.
Yeah.
Then I guess, yeah.
Okay, hold on. I got something for you here, Cash. So, you're married.
Mm-hmm.
You have a child. You guys divorce.
Yeah.
Boom, you're getting child support. Are you also looking for spousal support as well? Or is child support for the coverage of the child enough? Or do you need spousal support?
No,
because
I don't think I'll need spousal support.
So she's going to use the child support.
I'll need the child support.
Be honest.
The child support is fine.
You don't want to make it too hot, accepting 2 payments, so you'll take one.
I mean, it depends on the girl's lifestyle. Like, I'm a very simple person. I'm not high maintenance, so I don't know. For other women, they'll probably say yes because they like to go get their lashes done, their hair, nail, whatever the case may be. So that yes, that's for me, and then the child support is for my child. Okay?
Yeah.
For me, I don't look at it that way.
I feel like JR's calling BS on this one.
You're simple. We seen you pull up in the Benz outside.
But it's like
Louis Vuitton purse. You're simple.
Yeah.
But like, okay,
stack the bills in the back.
From my,
there's a reason why we call it
sweet, but sometimes salty.
From my perspective, I think you should focus on the child, like child support. If you separate. I don't think I'll be going through that. Like,
let me ask you this.
Support.
Okay, you brought up spousal support.
Yes.
And you brought up abuse. Let's say if the guy was abusive to you.
Yeah.
You got the divorce from him.
Yeah.
Do you still want spousal support from this abuser?
Yes.
Or do you want to cut ties completely?
Yes. No. It all depends.
I feel like it would be a woman scored and they would be like, yes, I want money.
I'm conflicted because then like I would be scared to be with this. I would even scared to see him. But I know that the money will come direct deposit, so that's fine. But
you got to see him in court.
Yeah.
You know you're going to run into each other once in a while. You're in the same city.
True. I don't know.
Or do you just want to cut it off?
No.
You know what I know your answer is?
Money.
Yes.
Money
if you're only getting a couple $100 a month, you'd be like, whatever.
That money could take me on vacation. I could go to Dubai or something.
You're getting $5,000 a month, be like, screw that. I'll take a couple more hits.
Here's for you effing up. So pass me the money.
Shoot.
I knew it. I knew it.
I don't know. Anybody can agree with me or disagree. I don't care. But
okay, that's fair. Well, hold on, Cash. Let's flip it to Jace and Sammy. If you guys are in a relationship,
no,
marriage,
not together.
no. Oh God, no.
Separate relationship.
separate.
Yes. So if you guys had your own relationship,
Okay.
with your wife, you guys divorced, you guys have a child.
Yeah.
She's receiving.
I'm saying which wife?
Oh shoot, which one?
Number 2 or 3?
Not her. We're still good. Not her.
Go
We're,
ahead.
so you guys are married, now divorced. You guys have a child together. You're already sending child support, or well, in the process of sending, and she's also looking for spousal support as well, because you maintained a lifestyle of you guys were both working 100K. She's working 50.
Okay.
So you obviously treated her to a privileged lifestyle.
I paid for the vacations.
Vacations, the cars,
But we shared the recurring
the
bills.
boat, everything. Yeah, but shared. There you go. So at that point, she's now looking for spousal support. Do you guys have that bitterness in you? Say like she's just trying to like wrench me dry?
Yeah, I think I would
Yeah.
because the spousal support thing I just don't agree with. You know what I mean? Like, you're not entitled to that. You know, you're entitled in the relationship. That's what he chose to do.
Right.
You know, you could have made it work. Like, there's 2 people in the relationship. You know, people don't divorce for no reason. And people don't do things without a reason for doing things.
Yeah.
So I always try to keep that in the back of my mind. So you might hear, oh, this person did this. Before I judge somebody, there might be a lot that led up to that. So you can't ever judge somebody for getting divorced. So I'm not ever judging people on divorce. But yeah, so that's a lot for me to, you know, I need to suck it up at that point. If I was me or her and not look for the spousal support, look for the child.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I don't have any problems with the child support. I don't care. But the spousal support, I would definitely be bitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. How about you, Jace? You gonna give her more?
What are you talking about, man?
He's gonna offer it up. He's like, you know what? You should file for spousal support.
Who was it? Was it Mark? Some billionaire.
Yeah. Dr. Dre?
It wasn't Dr. Dre.
No.
I'll get back to it, but this billionaire said, Simon Cowell.
Simon
Simon Cowell. His girlfriends, actually.
Yeah.
He said, actually, he continues to pay spousal support for a lot of his girlfriends because he says when you come into a life with me, that lifestyle, you can, check him out. He's older now, but you never know, right? He says he maintains
He's a good man.
giving them allowance even if they
He's a
leave
good
after
man.
because he says the lifestyle to go back to where I found you, not even himself would want to go back.
You know
He's
what?
very generous.
It sounds like he made them sign an NDA or something. He's hiding something.
Yeah. That sounds more like a payout than anything. Damn.
I hope nothing
Don't
comes.
don't tell them what I do.
So, like in your case, in the scenario there, if we were 50-50 on recurring bills, and the spousal support meaning the extra is what I decided to pay on vacations and things like that. No, you shouldn't get it.
Okay.
You should definitely not get a penny more unless we go on a contract. Allocation of hours. So if you want to hump me,
oh shoot,
I can pay you. We might cut that out.
Okay, yeah. I was like, oh shoot,
We might cut that.
like escort service or something.
So the only reason, if you're providing extra services, then you get paid.
Okay.
So that's all I would say.
Does that happen though?
But it should be like you should get spousal support if you do something extra. I don't know what that extra is, but you're kind of alluding to where I'm going to.
Yeah.
Right? Are you?
I think, I don't know.
I'm kidding. Okay. No, there should be no spousal support.
If you do something
I'm trying to find an excuse to give away money, but there's no excuse.
No.
No,
You can
definitely.
never do that.
Like, I think.
But if she beats you,
oh shoot.
Oh.
Yeah. Then.
the woman scored, the man scored.
But also,
Yeah.
actually, you just said something. So spousal support because I have the lifestyle that whatever. But him paying spousal support now takes away from his lifestyle that he was living.
Yeah.
So his lifestyle is actually, you might be getting a better lifestyle, but now the lifestyle you had together is actually gone.
Maybe
right?
if the court does it right, because the spousal support should still be because you're paying for bills and you're paying for vacations. It should be the same. So your lifestyle technically should be the same.
Oh, okay.
The court is
it's just that her
fair.
lifestyle is maintained to that that level,
and they also
you hope
check
that the court
income
is not ripping it off.
Yeah,
right?
because his lifestyle will change.
So you still go to your Dubai trips.
Yeah,
once in a while and things like that. But she would also go to her trips as well.
Yeah,
I don't want to see her in Dubai when I'm there.
The problem with spousal support is there's a condition in there where until she's dependent enough or she gets a new man, it doesn't mean she can have a boyfriend, you're still paying. She can have a fiance, you're still paying. They can be in that relationship for 10 years.
Yeah.
Until she's married.
Yeah,
she's not technically still in your pockets.
Yeah, marriage is a joke now. Like you know what I mean? Just signing a contract, like it doesn't. It's no one's gonna get married technically. If you're together, you're together. So some people get married, but in that situation, she will never get married because they're married.
Why?
Married in
unless she finds a guy, and that's why she'll go through so many number of guys to find someone better than you.
Right.
That's the only way she would get married to someone else.
And when I say she's not gonna get married, she might be with a guy. She'll be with that guy, but she's not gonna sign the paper.
Oh, okay, I see what
you know what I mean?
They'll
be
that
married.
guy can't financially support her, so if she keeps on looking for a better guy or just stays with this guy.
Yeah,
I think it shouldn't even have to be when you marry. It should be common law. Because if you're common law, you live together 1 year.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, it's 1 year living together.
1 year,
that should void everything. Right then and
because
there.
that's what a lot of people are doing now. It's just no marriage because obviously that's a contract. Let's just live common law.
Yeah,
right, and that's it. So,
and it makes more sense because now both people have to put in the effort. When you're married, it's just like that contract, and there's that stigma like, oh, you shouldn't get divorced. Well, if the other person is being lazy, and the thing is, they've completely changed. You're not the same person. Then what's the purpose of it? So that's why people will live common law because it makes both people.
I got a solution other than common law. I got a solution.
Okay.
And this is for you.
Oh boy.
Prenup.
Oh boy.
If the prenup exists before you're married, there could be a clause in there to say I don't owe you anything after we get divorced.
But see, that's almost the same, right? Because I don't like that. It forces them to make sure that they're putting in the effort. Because if I'm not getting nothing if it takes away, it's the same thing like common law. Prenup kind of puts you to, it's the marriage kind of gets people lazy.
Yeah.
But in the prenup too, you could do things where it's, I've looked into it.
Okay.
So you can do things and weird clauses because it's a free for all.
Yeah.
You could say, if you're with me for 10 years, then we can split everything 50-50.
True.
And you can do spousal support. Within that 10 years, let's say 5 years or whatever, you get nothing. You can't come after me for money after you're going back to your lifestyle and I'm taking my lifestyle with me. You can do things like that. As long as the women agree to it, that is the contract.
Yeah.
Some men won't get married if you don't agree to it. Yeah.
Okay. I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Everyone here is married. Let's say married 10 years to your partner.
Hypothetically, right?
Hypothetically.
I was like, damn, how many? Which is this, number 3?
Calculating.
Married 10 years. Boom. You win 50 mil in the lottery.
Okay.
Are you bringing a prenup to your wife or in
before marriage?
Case? No, you guys are already married.
You can't. You can't.
You can't.
Nah.
You can do a postnup, but it's not going to have any weight.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to sign it. Prenup is before marriage.
So the postnup is
after you guys get married. But in most cases, she doesn't have to sign anything.
Right.
It's only if she agrees to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So how do you feel about that though? I guess if you win 50 million, he bought the ticket.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm pointing at you.
Yeah.
Let's just say he bought the ticket.
Yeah.
Right. Is that your 50 million together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I would agree with her.
Wait, crazy as in like.
But you guys are married for 10 years.
No, I agree with it. But I agree with it.
You want 50 million and it's like 25.
But some people they actually just like, oh, I don't want to be with him anymore. I'll take my 25 and I'm out. So that's what I was saying. That's crazy because it's not that I disagree with it, but I just pictured in my mind. Like,
that's a good question. I got what you're saying. So how about this? You guys are having problems.
Yeah.
You win the money. You get the half of it, right? Just because whatever.
Yeah.
Are you more likely to think about divorce?
If
there's problems?
Yeah. I guess if there's problems, yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
But it's her right, I guess.
Yeah. It all depends. It all depends.
Are you most likely to think about divorce?
I don't think so. But I believe in communication and stuff, so it doesn't get to that point.
Man, Uncle Sammy, don't lie.
No. I would.
Do you know how much 25 million can do in Dominican Republic?
Oh God. $10 alone is.
You're saying it's gonna be wife number 5, 6, 7, 8.
Whatever. Yo.
Yep.
Oh man.
Don't lie. How about you? Don't lie. Problems in the relationship.
Yeah.
50 million. Okay, I'll give my wife half. You take half.
No, I can't. I wouldn't think about divorce. Yeah. And reason being is
saints.
What if half is not agreed on?
Y'all comment below. Comment below.
Yeah.
You win $1 million. There's problems in the relationship. You thinking about divorce?
It all depends.
I think it depends too.
Yeah,
because
it depends.
if like I've tried everything I can do, if the feelings are gone and I get 25 million, I'm like, I'll probably, because I believe in communication, definitely sitting down and being like, hey, we won the lottery now. Yeah. I'm getting 25, you're getting 25. Yeah. We know this is not really going anywhere. Yeah. And kind of come to a mutual understanding, hopefully, because you're not getting more anyway. You know, it's going to be 25. But I'm pretty sure at that point, she's also trying to get out of it too, because she's like, it's not going anywhere. So that's the kind of thing I mean by, like, I'm big on communication. Because I don't want to just like, you know, if things have gone bad, then there's no use in you wasting any more time.
Come on, man. Right. Y'all playing. Yo, play. Yo, if I fart hard and you complain, that's it, divorce.
That might be a reason, though. That might be a reason. It's like, holy, that stinks.
For real though, you're not double thinking about it?
No.
Jeez, you're loyal.
No.
You are loyal. All right. Any final thoughts on this spousal support topic? Let's end it with you.
Any new topics?
Your closing thoughts on spousal support.
I mean, I agree with it. Like, I think everyone should be treated equally, whether you're a man or a woman, and you decide to divorce and you want spousal support, go for it.
So
regardless of if the person's working or they're not working, like, who cares? Like,
so basically, Cash just said, "Show me the money."
Yeah, get your money, sis.
Call her Cash. So what do we expect?
Yeah.
Because like, let's just say you can't work anymore. Like, let's just say you got injured, you can't work anymore, and just.
Why is that my fault?
And I've been carrying the burden for however how long.
There's workers' comp. They'll pay you for 52 weeks.
Because he don't believe in spousal support. So that means he's not. He doesn't believe in it. Meaning he's not.
I wouldn't want it either.
He don't want the money.
Yeah. If I don't believe in it both ways. So if I'm married to a doctor and she's giving me a lifestyle where I don't pay for Dubai and everything.
Work. You can't do anything. Where are you gonna get the money from? Disability money is not enough.
But she's not my like parent. She shouldn't be. I'm not. Yeah. I would actually feel bad feeling on. I feel like I'd be on child support almost. Like. So
what happened when you were good and you were working equally with her to pay a mortgage, to do all these things, go on vacation, and then suddenly something happened to you, and then you can't work, and then you get married, depend on disability. And disability is not really cutting it. So
when I get married, I'm not trying to marry a mother. I'm trying to marry a wife. So that person shouldn't be taking care of me. That's not her resposibility.
Bars. You can't afford it.
It doesn't matter.
I disagree with Sam.
Oh, man.
I want that check. You leave me. You better maintain me until I find someone better than you.
and you'll never find something better. You're like, I'm just keep sending me that check.
Just remain
I'll
a
try
bachelor.
again next month in the DR.
Yeah. And in the DR, maybe they don't have that lifestyle, so they're not good.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. So we'll take a break and we'll come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick little break.
The hurt doesn't show, the pain still grow. So stranger to you and me, I can feel it.
I didn't have the energy on that one.
I had to get to the part.
All right. Well, I got a question for you all. Since we were just on spousal support and blah, blah, blah about all relationships, which is all misconstrued BS. But I got another question for you guys. Is it okay for Sammy and Jace, for you guys, is it okay for your wife to have guy friends, and
Sam,
I'm included in that,
it's okay,
and Cash, is it okay for your man to have girlfriends or girls as friends?
And same for you.
Yes.
Is it okay for your spouse, who's a woman,
Yes.
to have guy friends?
Okay, let's do it.
Let's start with Cash.
Yeah.
I want to hear
God,
Cash.
you guys are putting me on the spot.
You're the feature of the moment.
Yeah,
Let's
you
do it.
set the tone.
Natural Mystic 101. Yampaya.
Okay, to touch on that topic, or should your spouse have female friends?
Okay, so we're talking about spouse's wife.
Yes,
Wife or husband.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it. But also, what I want to know is if this person is like texting, like, okay, what's the length of the conversation, number one? And I feel like that will make me understand whether it's someone that if I can trust my partner or not. The second thing is, how I look at it is I should be my partner's best friend before his other friends. And when I mean that is, if he do have female friends that is very close to him, I think I should also be friends with them and feel comfortable around them first to understand where we're going with that. So I don't have a problem with my partner having female friends. I just need to understand, like, what type of friend are you? What really is the relationship and the type of communication you have with each other. I think communication is a big part.
Why are you going so soft on this?
Why? Were you expecting me to say no?
I don't know what I was expecting, but you gave a long
Well,
answer.
if you asked me maybe 5 years ago or 10 years ago, I'll probably say no. I don't want my partner to have female friends because I was a jealous type. But as I'm growing and I'm maturing and married, engaged, whatever you want to call it, you can't take that away from someone, especially if they're not born and raised in Canada. For instance, if I wasn't born and raised in Canada, so I have childhood friends that are guys from back home that we've grown up with. So coming here, if we're still talking and I have my partner and he somehow don't want me to talk to my childhood friends, then I'll probably be like, why? Like, they're just friends.
So this is when you were jealous, you still talk to your childhood guy friends?
I don't have any guy friends that I talk to.
Okay.
Yeah. I used to, and I feel like every guy friend that I have, they're friends, but I feel like they want more than
that. Yes, I'm glad she said it.
I feel like they're just like, because like,
Okay.
it's like, come on, man. Like, I have a partner now. Then why are you like calling to talk when you know your partner is not understanding? Because they have a partner, and their partner is not understanding when they're talking to me. Their partner thinks that, oh, you're having a conversation with me, so is there something else with her?
So were they always flirty with you?
No, we have like just basic conversation. Like, we talk stupid shit.
Like,
That's all.
I would like to hear what the
We talk
guy
about
talks
like
to a girl.
pageants and things like that.
Pageant?
What? No, not like that.
What
No,
guy talks about a pageant?
no. You know why we talk about
Sure,
pageants?
these are guys. As your
Because
friends?
because they're from the Caribbean. Okay,
No.
they're from the Caribbean. So obviously we always have this conspiracy with Trinidad and Jamaica and Guyana and whatever Caribbean country you're from. Like we always have that talk about, oh, which country is the best? Like who originate steel band?
Can I give you a secret?
Yes.
You brought up the topic of pageants, 100%.
Yeah, we talk about the last.
You brought up the topic.
Yeah.
They just follow through with the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what a guy does.
Okay.
Just to entertain you.
Okay.
To stay one step in the door.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm smart. I'm street smart.
They don't.
I wasn't born and raised here. I was raised differently.
I would have a conversation for hours, talk about nothing.
Yeah.
Just to stay.
You would know
one
though.
door.
You would know. You would know that a guy have interest in you. You will know. And
you play into it.
Sometimes.
Okay. There we go.
Sometimes. Or you
There
know,
we go.
and you know, but you don't want to like. How do I say? The person likes you.
You don't want to close the door because you want to back up.
That's the thing.
You don't. You. Oh, okay.
But do you get what I'm saying? Like you can have guy friends. Like there's some cool guy friends that just want to have conversation.
No
like,
guy.
they
No
like
guy
you
wants
as
to
a
have
friend.
just
Hey,
conversation.
like call me and say, hey Sherry, like I need your advice.
Nah. Yeah. I'm gonna call a girl for advice.
Call me out and say, hey, I need advice.
On what?
My partner is like, we're having some issues.
And,
and,
that's the worst.
boy.
and
That's
like,
the worst.
no, like saying, no.
Can I come over and talk
And then,
about
and then hold on, wait until that partner, when she finds out that you were giving
Well, it's
the
not
advice.
really my friend. It's my friend's boyfriend that's calling me.
And hold on. And what if that advice was, well, if you're not happy, just leave the relationship.
I won't say that.
And then what if he says, "Oh,
I
wish,
don't go to
I wish
that.
my girlfriend was more like you." That's the line right there.
Yeah. And then the moment happens.
No.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have
very
kissed you.
straightforward. I'm very straightforward.
Unless she responds back
I'm
and
very
be like, no, it's okay.
I'm very straight. I like how you guys looking up.
You don't know how guy thinks. This is how delusional women are.
Yeah.
You don't really understand how a guy thinks. He's majority.
So how does women think then? Some
I don't know how a woman thinks. I'm telling you how a guy thinks.
Some women
If I
are
know how a
so
woman thinks, you think I
I
have
am so
problems in my
sorry,
life?
but there are presumptuous women out there that thinks, okay, she knows that we're friends, but it's actually not friends. She wants more than friends. And he's playing dumb as if he don't realize that, this person is like, she don't like me. She's just a friend. She likes you. Why is she writing hearts and sending you hearts or even giving you Christmas gift with a little heart next to her name? Why? Why is she doing that? Or why is she calling you baby when she's texting you and she has her husband or her boyfriend? Why? Why are you deleting messages of your best friend? And then you're telling me, oh, she called me baby, but we used to call baby before I met you. I'm fucking sorry. Ain't no baby when you meet me, when we're married, when we're engaged. There's no baby. Like, first place, why are you even deleting the message?
Should not be deleting the message.
Shouldn't be deleting.
And then you're like, oh, you shouldn't be reacting. You shouldn't be reacting because you know what? She's just a friend. She called myself baby and she called other people baby. I'm sorry. She could call whoever she wants to call baby.
So is this an example, a specific example?
Okay, yeah, I'm rambling on, but yes, it is an example. It happened to me.
Question for you then. What if you were to know that person individually, like very well,
Okay.
right? And that partner or your partner has that relationship established with them. You also have a very good relationship established with that friend as well.
There's boundaries. You shouldn't be calling someone baby. Even if you have a husband or a fiance or whatever the case may be, you should not be messaging
The
someone.
girl knows what she's doing.
You should not be messaging, hey baby, how are you doing? Regardless if you're college friends, regardless if you're high school friends, besties, you know that your friend is in a relationship with someone, you shouldn't be doing that. And in the first place, why did he delete the message?
Those deleted messages. Those damn
Why
deleted
delete
messages.
the message and then say, oh, I deleted the message because I know you're going to react.
Hold on.
Okay.
Maybe he deleted the message because they would know how you would react.
That's
because
what I just said.
Because it meant nothing.
But But okay.
But just because you would see it, you would think of it as a different way.
But let me ask you something.
Sure.
You have your partner.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Just say wife. Partner,
Okay.
I'm done with this partner thing. There's no chance it's a man. It's a wife.
You have your wife.
Yes.
And her friend from back home, a guy from back home, he has his wife. And he messaged your wife and say, hey, baby, how are you doing?
Okay.
And she delete the message. Tell me you're not going to react to that.
Of course. Mm-hmm. I would. There's no question. And I would ask the question.
And what if she delete the message? What would be your reaction?
Why did you delete it?
Why did you delete the message?
Because I thought you would react.
There you go. You didn't know how I would react if you deleted it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So then, what do you do after? Okay, if she.
So you wanted to hide it from me.
If she follow up and say, I know you're gonna react in a different way. That's why I deleted it and I blocked her or blocked him.
I would find it hard to believe.
So she blocked him.
Mm-hmm.
She told you after the fact that she called me baby and stuff, and I didn't appreciate. Well, not appreciate, but that's the name that he usually called me back home from since we were growing up.
Okay.
How do you take that?
I would take it as someone possibly interested in someone else.
Okay, thank you. And what if she explained to you that, oh, he just don't call me baby, he call other women baby too.
He call other women baby.
Like
too.
other friends of your group baby. That's like
that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I would actually test the theory to see. Like I would call Uncle Sammy. Does this person call you baby?
Yeah.
Probably.
She call you baby. She call his friend baby.
Then maybe
if she calls me baby too,
then maybe I would give a little bit leeway to say she calls everyone baby.
Yeah.
But she damn well knowing she shouldn't probably be doing that. Mm-hmm. But the fact is, the evidence came out that she does call everyone baby. So I would kind of lay off.
Yeah.
I would kind of definitely lay off on it because I've proven that she can't be humping me, she can't be humping him, and she can't be humping him at the same time.
You never know.
Unless all of us are lying.
Correct, but what if the guy? Okay, she called the guy. She's like, okay, I'll call the guy, and I want him to explain to you. And he explained to you like, hey, Jace, like myself and your partner's been friends from since childhood. We've called each other baby from a long time.
That's great. That's the last time we're calling her.
Like he's making it a big deal. He's like, oh, we're friends from how long? Like, how can he behave like this? Like, he's insecure. Why is he behaving like that? It's just a name. And I have my partner. I'm married. I have a wife.
Gaslight.
I would actually tell the guy, look, you either stop calling her baby and stop being a woman. And if you call her baby one more time, that's the last time you're calling. That's it. But then I don't care about your history.
But you can't blame him because you have to blame your wife.
I can blame him first, and then I would tend to my wife.
No, you have to blame your wife too.
Oh yeah, I would definitely blame my wife too afterwards.
You know what? Technically, I understand what she's saying because it's not really maybe the person knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
But it's your wife's problem because your wife should know to put a stop to it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But like, how do you have your partner? Like he has his wife. She's not aware that he called other female friends baby.
It's very strange to have a friend. I would say it's very strange, first off, just to have a friend, an old friend, call you baby, knowing that you're in a committed relationship. Right. It's not a problem them calling you baby, but knowing the fact that you're in a committed relationship.
Yeah.
For potential to, they know potentially it'll make an issue.
I think it is a problem for them because they know you're in a committed relationship. So I would have a problem with someone calling me baby, even if we had like that joking relationship with them knowing that I'm in a relationship because then they're kind of disrespecting me and disrespecting my wife, right? So you can't call me baby. I don't care what relationship we have.
How do you draw the line?
Oh, I draw the line very easily. I say
without not losing the friendship.
Oh, if I lose the friendship, I lose the friendship.
True.
But I would say you cannot call me baby. I'm with someone else, and they're gonna take it the wrong way. So and then if they continue,
we call each other baby from since college.
So
like,
do
it's
you
just a name. My husband is okay with me calling you baby.
No,
that's
it's on the person to stop it. I don't care.
Like my husband and you guys were once friends. Like we're all close together.
But at the end of the day, friend, your family is your priority.
True.
Right? You're not going to live 90 years old, be married, and still have your friend call you baby.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Yes.
Okay.
Right?
But yeah, to go back on the topic, I didn't mean to go off there, but
That's okay. I like this stuff. I like the pressure. I was sweating a little bit. I felt like I did something wrong.
No.
I liked it though.
It's for the growth. I don't mind you having a female friend. I just need to know that me and that female is also friends as well. And also, I just need that little bit of reassurance. Don't do creepy stuff. Don't do crazy stuff. Don't act presumptuous and get angry when he's not responding to your message or things like that.
So my response to that is the reason why I'm a strict yes or no. I would say no female friends.
Really?
No male friends. So you don't get into situations like that. Once you're married, what's the point of a male friend?
True. That's what I said. Your partner should be your best
Other than
friend.
co-workers and things like that, and people you've known way back, your cousins and things like that, what's the point of a male friend? You know what I mean? There is no point in my eyes for a reason for a male friend.
But some people have friends from childhood, man.
They ain't gonna be with me.
And you just can't stop the relationship.
You can't stop the relationship.
You just have to. I think you can. For both parties, a man is allowed to have a female friend, yes, but there's boundaries.
So let me ask you this from a female perspective.
Yes.
Because I know guys, if you're friends with a girl, I don't know about you guys, but I think you'll agree with me. There's always that slight thought of potential of if something happens, I have a seed planted there as a backup. I don't know how you guys think about that. Can you really be platonic friends with a female when you're in a relationship?
Yeah. What if they're big, fat?
He's saying if they're not attractive,
but they're very career motivated. They're they're this and that. But would your partner think that there's actually potential there? Oh shoot, she's a threat.
You know, fat girls give the best.
Y'all something else. Oh my God.
They have other talents. Hey man,
hey, don't
reason why you kept her around.
Don't hate on chub chubs.
No.
That's why there's a whole section on Pornhub for those. There's definitely people that love them. I ain't hating.
How do you know?
I just got that.
There's no. I'm not hiding.
Oh
man, that was amazing.
But to honestly answer your question, though,
He's lying.
What?
Oh, if they're unattractive, like please give me a break.
So this person, let's say, is relatively attractive.
It could be a big girl type. He like big girls too.
Okay.
But what if you're the complete opposite of
I don't
the
care.
big girl type?
I don't care.
And that person has a track record of not dating anybody big.
There could be fetishes out there too.
Yeah.
But to honestly answer your question, I think it's difficult to have a platonic friendship with the opposite sex. It's not necessarily because of the whole, sexual interest of someone, but also too, I think
you start relying on the person.
No, but I just think the older you get, the more
useless.
Yeah, like
what's the point?
I'm gonna be not attracted. I'm gonna surround myself around
chubs.
Like-minded individuals, right? So even that childhood friend, when we start to grow and mature, we're eventually gonna carve our own paths. Right. I may be very career oriented versus they might be very party oriented. Right. Or whatever the case may be. So, I don't know. I just think it's not even looking at it from a sexual standpoint, just looking at it just from mentally, mental capacity and stuff. I just think it's very different.
Stop bullshitting.
But I do got a question for you guys.
You have a female best friend and she's sexy.
What? Anyways, I got a question for you guys though. So let's say your partner, your wife,
right,
has
cleared
a female friend,
right,
that comes over. They go on dates. Maybe you guys have all gone on trips. Does that also mean that your wife's friend is now your friend, kind of thing?
Uncle Sam, you want to take this one?
So, repeat that question to me.
Okay, so let's say I'm married.
Yeah.
And my wife has a female friend that she's known for, let's say, 10 years.
Yeah.
She's come over to our house. We've gone over to her house. We've gone on trips. We've gone dinners, do things all together.
Yeah.
Does that mean that she's now my friend, even though she's originally my wife's friend?
Not necessarily. So it depends. Like social media and stuff, that's another whole topic. Ooh. Sometimes friends will add the spouse, the husband, wife, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And that's where it can get a little odd. So I think you have to kind of establish that with your wife at that point. Because you don't want to assume. Yeah. Because if she doesn't think that you guys should be friends than with her, then she's going to feel a type of way as soon as you guys are friends. So I'd establish that. So if her friends are off limits from being my friend, let me know. Because that's not a problem. I'll do it. Yeah. So I'll be that friend when we're together.
Right. I mean?
So I think you have to establish it because it's those gray areas that causes problems.
Definitely.
Yeah. So to answer the question, like I don't know. I kind of agree with you guys. I don't know if they need to have those friends. Yeah. There is no use in having it. I think you have to set up a communication. I actually don't want problems so much so that if like a female messages me or I actually show you, I'll actually show the message and say, hey, this came off a little bit, I thought it came this way. What do you think? Because I don't want them thinking that and it could backfire. They might say, what did you say? Like, but I just don't want problems enough that I always try to communicate in advance.
Yeah. You bringing up that takes me back to this situation where you felt a certain way, it could come off a certain way. Yeah. So I would see why a guy would delete that.
I thought about that too, but I wouldn't delete it because I think
I would delete it. I'm the opposite of you. I would delete it. Yeah. I would delete it because I don't want problems.
But then you're getting the problem because it's not deleted on both phones. What are you deleting? Do you know what I mean?
How many times have you deleted before?
Right. That's what they're going to automatically.
If it's repetitive, it's different. If it's like out of the blue, all of a sudden you get like a text that says.
But then I wouldn't know that if it's repetitive.
I'd rather tell because what if the other person's like shows the message? Then it looks like you got caught in you trying to do.
If it's a one-off, I'll probably delete. But if it's repetitive, you'll definitely get caught. Like there's no way you can monitor your phone and keep on deleting.
I think that's why I show it.
But that's why I say I'm strong on like you shouldn't have male or female friends. Like because then it brings in problems. And I really don't understand the use of a female friend when you have family, you have neighbors, you have coworkers. Yeah. Right? So I really don't see the need of it. And especially when you say as you get older. Yeah. Like if I knew someone from high school, and they were good friends, a female, I wouldn't text them every day. Maybe like once a year.
That's another thing, right?
Right? Yeah. Like once a year, I would say Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Things like that. That doesn't really matter, but you stay in touch, make sure you're alive and breathing, things like that. Yeah. That's something more acceptable to me because I currently have that, right? Like I'll check with someone I worked on since 20 years ago. I'll get a random text on like Halloween. Hey, how you doing? How's your son or whatever like that.
But that shows it's nothing.
There's nothing.
You know what I mean? I think it's more if there's like an everyday texting. I don't know if you kind of want. I wouldn't personally. Yeah. I wouldn't want to put myself in that situation. Yeah. Okay. So maybe I'd expect the same from her, just to be like, I'm not putting myself in that situation. So maybe you should have put yourself in that situation. Yeah. Not saying don't have male friends, but I think I'm overly cautious to be like, hey, this is what like I just got. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what if it's a female friend from work that is like just close
Too
to
much
you.
in
She
your-
she sits next to your partner, and well, I wouldn't put it that way. Yeah. So you're working, you go to the office. There's this female friend that sits next to you every day. She's communicating with you. You buy her coffee. She buys you coffee. Then she decides to take your number. You decide to take her number. You guys are talking, and then she just finding a way of starting to rely on you to talk to you and think it's okay, even though you have a partner.
Then
Time and
that's
place.
what I'm saying. Coworkers is okay, but yeah, exactly what Sam says. It's too much. Like I would send the message a different way. I wouldn't respond.
What if it's for work though? What if you need to?
I
what if
wouldn't
you have, like, a
respond.
private-
If it was work, I would respond. But if it's random when we're having dinner and stuff like that, I wouldn't respond. They will get the message to a point where, okay, I will actually not respond to you until Monday.
What if she's calling you and saying, "Hey, can you work this shift?"
Nah.
Well, your off hours.
As a guy too, you know, you have sense. You know how to cut it off properly.
Yeah.
Right. But you know some women are very presumptuous when it comes to
Yeah.
that. They look at your partner very insecure when they
Well,
do
I don't know
stuff
that
like
problem because Mr. 50-50 here, if you remember, man.
But that's on the partner.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if your boyfriend is getting someone who is trying to talk to them, because it's,
You've seen Lifetime movies.
yeah, she's allowed to talk to him and hit on him. It doesn't matter if he has.
I actually find it nice when a guy hits on my wife, because I actually like say, okay, cool.
Yeah, but it's on her.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
put the stop. So that's how I always look at it. Like, I want people to hit on me.
Yeah.
Like, it means I still got it.
You'd be like, "Can I have your number?" No, darling, but thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the.
I really appreciate it. Great conversation, but I gotta go. My wife is at home. But I'm feeling like, you know. But
but what if you're on a
it's
boys'
me.
night though?
No, I still
And
have
you
to
drink alcohol and you're just
No,
like drunk and you're
don't
like
think-
out of your sense and you're like, oh, you don't know what you're doing. It's a boys' night.
Don't think
That's
guys are, they don't mistake.
I agree with her. Sometimes sometimes with alcohol.
But
You never know.
mistakenly
You might go
fall.
overboard.
Yeah.
I don't
You might go
know.
overboard.
I've
Maybe
never-
smoking some weed, having
Smoke some
alcohol.
weed, slip it in, all this kind of shit.
Oh shoot!
You're on vacation in Miami.
The mood
and
is
you know,
nice.
exactly.
The Usher song came on.
You accidentally fell on her.
But you know what though? I don't think you need a drunk mind to do that or a high mind. I think
Right.
you could do that. You're fully capable of doing that when you're sober as well.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
mindset. So if you're
Yeah.
sober, maybe it's heightened when you're drunk. So
Exactly,
maybe you already
yeah,
had
yeah.
that mindset.
Right.
I'm not gonna accidentally
I don't have
make that
the.
mistake. Like, you know what I mean? If I'm not thinking that
Yeah.
way.
Me
I
black
was
out,
drunk,
though.
so I ended up at the strip club.
So hold on,
what's
I got a question.
Strip club
I
is
got
not-
another question for you guys here. Okay.
Me black out.
So, what about if your so I'll put it to you guys first, and then I'll go to Cash. If your wife's friend, her and her partner, or her and their partner are going through problems in their relationship,
Okay.
and the husband of your wife's friend is calling your wife to now get advice
That man needs a good kick in his ass.
in the relationship, needs you. He's like, hey, do you mind talking to your friend? She's this and that. Do you guys, number one, would you be okay with your friend's husband calling your wife and asking for advice?
No, man. No.
I think
No.
I'm okay as long as it's not like prolonged.
Right.
So if it's like, things happen. So
Okay.
maybe she can maybe calm
Yeah.
him. So I would be okay. And I would expect her to be like, hey, Sammy, this person called. This
Yeah.
and they're going through this, whatever.
Okay.
Tell your
And then,
partner.
you know what I mean?
If,
But it's
you're
all
talking to
Yeah,
your
yeah,
partner.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you're like keeping it to yourself and you're not saying
Yes,
anything,
and if
like,
you're like going to talk to him, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what the
Yeah.
hell's going on? Like,
No.
why are you
Yeah.
talking?
That's
to
you see. That's why I say no, because I don't want that middle gray area happening. Because to
But
me,
if I
it's
know it's not too great.
I stand with you on that, though.
it
I
doesn't
stand
make
with you on
sense.
that.
There's YouTube out there. Google
Yeah.
that shit. You have answers. If
You
I
have
don't know an
Dr.
answer,
Phil.
Dr. Phil has enough clips there. You know what I mean? There's marriage court, divorce court.
And even just to take away from the aspect of talking to my partner, it's like, you're now involving my partner in your relationship problems.
Yeah.
And now let's just say
too.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then now let's just say my partner gives advice, whatever. Say, oh, break up.
Yeah.
Now my wife's friend is gonna turn around and say, oh, well, you gave her this advice, and now look at us, we're done. And it's
your wife could also be giving advice to him, be like, "Oh, JR does this to me every Saturday night." You know what I mean? Like, you should consider going down on her. Like, you know what I mean? Things like that.
Oh,
maybe he should though. Maybe.
But I'm just saying, like, that's for me. I don't want gray area. Cut it off. Cut the leg off before the cancer spreads. That's all.
I don't
you're going somewhere else with that.
I don't think a lot of people are gonna go with that.
That's all right. They don't gotta be with me.
I know for a fact there are a few guys out there, and I know that you're saying that I'm always picking on the guys, but I know that for a fact that there are some guys that have female friends that they don't want to let go. Like, they're really cool with them.
That's a problem though, because
or they have an ex. They have an ex that they talk to.
But that's different though. Ex is completely different.
Yeah, ex can't work.
Because that's a whole different can of worms. Let's just stick on the friends though.
Yeah.
Just on the friends.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not trying to throw the man under the bus, but I don't think a lot of guys would agree with Jace.
Y'all don't have to agree with me, but I got the answer for y'all.
So it was like this. Steve Harvey said, it was on his show. He said, I don't have any female friends because I know what men want and what men think.
100%.
Oh, I heard that.
Right?
Yeah.
Versus Charlemagne the God has said, no, I have more female friends around me because men think very different from a woman. Women are more empathetic. Women are more in tune with their emotions versus men, think and act very irrational. And, when you're trying to make certain decisions in life, whether it's business oriented, family oriented, you typically, his point of view is you would want a female's advice versus a man's advice.
Yeah.
So there are two different sides of the spectrum here.
I understand.
One is saying no female friends versus one's like, no, I need
and
more
one
female.
Steve Harvey versus one Charlemagne. Come on, man. Charlemagne the God.
Shout out Charlemagne's new book.
Yeah,
You already know what's going on.
I understand
And Steve
both
Harvey has a book
sides though.
too.
the same guy who makes fun of girls and whatever. Mental health.
I understand both
Yeah.
sides. I understand both sides.
But I think Steve's speaking from a place where he's been in that experience because he's was previously married and divorced.
He
and now
previously
remarried,
admitted of cheating on his wife. That's why their last divorce ended.
right? Versus someone else who's maybe looking at it from a business point of view.
Nah, but that's what I think
Right?
is a relationship's not business.
True,
Cut it off.
but the moment
But
the moment you sign the contract
it
for
off.
marriage, it's now viewed as a business.
See,
though.
that's what I said
from that
earlier.
point of view.
The
right?
signing of the contract, I'm not
Yeah.
a big fan of. Like,
That's
you
the
know what I
thing,
mean?
Yeah. So I don't know. It's difficult, but whether you're on the side of yes, having female friends or male friends, if you're a female, or on the side of no friends on the opposite sex whatsoever, I think at the end of the day, that's also got to be a discussion you have to have with your partner as well, because it's got to go both sides. I can't have friends of the opposite sex yet
And
you have
yes.
a whole bunch.
It
right?
has to be like
exactly
mutually understood.
Yeah.
right.
I just don't
I
see
agree
a
with
point
that.
for friends. I honestly don't.
It's situational,
Yeah.
I think, right? Because I understand what he's saying,
Yeah.
and then there's times where if you communicate, you don't need to break off a friendship. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I said, time and place. If someone's every day, like, you don't need to talk to my wife
Yeah.
every day. There's no possible
what
reason
I'm
that
saying.
you know what I mean.
You don't even
Yeah.
need to get to that point if you
Yeah.
cut it off. That's what I'm saying. It
Yeah.
doesn't
That's
make
fair.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
So you said you're okay now with your partner having female friends, but before you weren't.
Yes, that's because I was insecure and I had a lot of infidelity experience with
Damn.
people. So I've lost trust in men.
So how did you come around to saying it's okay now?
At some point, you have to, though. At some point, you have to understand that there's certain things you can't control, and if it have to happen, it have to happen. But you have to put trust in people. You have to learn to trust.
But now you're compromising your own beliefs, though,
How?
because you're basically saying, well, hey, I believe this, but it is what it is. I can't change it. So now I just have to accept that.
So you rather your woman just live insecure her entire life thinking you're with this person, that person all the time?
No, but I think
like any female that comes up to you and just feel insecure about everything.
But here's the question you have to ask yourself. Did you get over it, or are you just compromising? What I mean, get over it. Did you do the healing process and you're healed and say, okay, I'm comfortable? Or are you just compromising and saying, I still have the insecurities. I can't change what my partner does, so it is what it is.
No, I've overcome it because I'm married.
Did you heal?
Yes.
Okay. So, now we can have a conversation.
Why not?
I don't think you've healed. I think you've compromised.
Why you said that?
Because I think relationship is a compromise.
Okay.
Being in relationship is a compromise. You're compromising every aspect. How do you know if you've healed?
Yeah, you could put it that way.
How do you know if you've healed if it happened again? You're going to be like, oh, it's okay, I'm healed.
That's true. That's true.
I don't think you've healed.
That's true. Okay, let's use compromise.
There you go.
Yeah, let's use compromise.
Or it could also be both.
Yeah.
It could be both.
Yeah, it could be both.
Or you're just accepting of it.
Yeah.
You're just like, whatever. If it happens, it happens. So if it does happen again,
maybe she got that confidence. Yeah. If it happens, I'm gonna find another one. Like
true.
Yeah.
No, I'm married.
I'm the shit.
I'm married. Unless you want to be paying spousal support, then.
Oh, here we go.
No. So looking for the spousal support.
Yeah, you could go on and cheat, man. So you still have to pay the spousal support. So.
Damn.
God.
So why would I be insecure about you not having a female friend and you want to take things from a different angle? Like
she got the back pocket. She got it in the back pocket.
Stack.
I ain't saying she a gold digger. She ain't messing with no broke. But I like that.
You agree with that?
I like that.
You agree with that? Come on, say something. You know
I
you
don't
agree
like,
with that. No, you don't like it? Hey, like I'm compromising, as you said, right?
Yeah.
Before I was like this insecure person. I've grown.
I really don't think you're okay with it. I don't think you're okay with it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think you're okay with it.
Damn. Yeah, because men just look at women insecure and they're always having a problem. Yeah, she have a female friend. She have a male friend coming around, blah, blah, blah. She's cheating. Like.
So if your partner has another text that says, hey, baby, what you doing this weekend?
Who?
Good question.
Who what?
Your partner, your husband.
Yes.
You find out has another text.
Yeah.
Back to your example, says, hey, baby, what you doing this weekend?
How do you react?
How do I react?
Yeah.
Man, I told you guys, I'm already married. So, like.
You're okay with that?
If I'm asking question and it's repeating, like I just want to understand, like, what's the relationship first? Mm-hmm. Evaluate the situation. Mm-hmm. And if it still reoccurs.
Cut ties?
Divorce, man. Spousal support.
Oh, yeah? Well, what about if you're the one that's making 100,000, he's making 50, he's doing all of that on the side, and now he's gonna come to you for spousal support.
Oh,
let's see if you'll be quick to cut ties like that.
I ain't go cheat, so I don't know.
No, but if you want to leave him, what she said is,
if I want to leave him,
because he's the one who's, I don't know if he's cheating or you're thinking.
Yeah.
Let's just say he's cheating.
Yeah.
I got what you're saying.
So now you're the one who brings in the money. So he's like,
and he's slowly doing this Usher song to hit the baby girl. You make me want to leave the one I'm with, start a new relationship with spousal support.
It's so funny. We're back to spousal support.
In that case, if I have to, if the court will decide that I have to, I wouldn't do it. I'll probably just do the same to you and let you feel the pain that I'm going through.
I thought you said you're loyal.
I am loyal, but at the point, I believe in do. Like, you do
an eye for an eye.
I will do. Yeah, eye for eye. There you go. Like, okay. I believe in that. Like, you want to act stupid. Like, I've given you a chance. I give you multiple chances.
So that means you've had guy friends in your back pocket too.
Right now?
Jeez.
No.
Right now. Because you're not just pulling these guys out of the sky.
I don't have to have guy friends right now.
Okay.
So you're going to forcefully go and
find
someone?
But you can text a guy in your past and open that back up.
I don't have any guy friends that's currently single. All of them are in relationship.
How do you know this?
And I am not looking for people who are in a relationship.
But that doesn't change anything, though.
Yeah, you say guy cheats all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about that. I don't want to deal with that drama with them and their spouse. I'm saying if you put yourself out there, you'll find. So you can go to the club, you find a nice guy. Like you could go to the gym, work out, find a nice guy.
For yourself.
I mean, I'm not looking to go in the club to find a man, but like, let's just say, like hypothetically, you meet somebody nice.
Where's the library?
Yeah,
Library.
Where's some nice places to find guys today? Because we have the challenge of where do you go to find girls?
Go to Tinder, man.
Tinder.
What?
That's where they are.
That's where they are.
Go to Tinder.
Oh my god.
Sign yourself up on Bumble or Tinder and
Jeez.
link your links together.
All right.
Shout out Bumble and Tinder then.
Hey, a lot of people on Tinder got married. Like some of my friends
And
matched on Tinder.
Let's just say, you shouldn't be going to the club and looking for love.
No. I'm not looking for that type of guy.
In that moment, in the darkness, you might love them, and then when you see who they look like the next day, and they look like Shrek.
What if they're going through a tough time and they're a good person?
There you go.
What if they're going through a tough time and they're a good person?
There you go.
In the club?
There's a lot of good persons at the club.
And he's just like going through a tough time. Like, and you just want to go one day at the club just to have a good time. Like, you don't judge the book by its cover. Not everyone that goes to the club is a bad person.
Everyone just wants a one-night stand.
So hold on. Basically, instead of him getting professional help through a counselor, a therapist, he's going to drink his life away in a club.
His friends are taking him out to the club.
His friends. So those are the type of friends. Instead of those friends encouraging him to go get professional help,
it's just
they're
like me
sending
and my
him to the
partner.
club.
I'm sorry, honey, but it's just like me and my partner. If he's entertaining other women and they're calling him baby, and I'm going to the club, mind you, I have my partner. What the hell am I doing at the club and I have a partner that's cheating, potentially cheating on me?
We gotta ask ourselves, what type of friends are telling you, hey man, go to the club, go get shit-faced drunk,
It'll get
go
better.
get bubbled from all these different girls.
You go to a boys' night out, you went for dinner and just shit happened. You had a few drinks and they're like, oh, the club's right down the street. Let's go.
That's how boys' night out works?
Or you go to a strip club or something. I don't know. Don't judge the book. Don't judge the book by its cover, because not everyone that goes to the club are bad person. Like bad people. They're good people out
like
there.
2 or 3 people
Like,
there that are probably good.
I don't go to the club often. I'm a good person.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just going through a tough time and I'm out with my girls at the club for the first time after 2 years.
But
I think what he's saying is, I think people are going to the club with certain intentions.
Yeah.
So the vast majority of the people are there for what did Jay say, a one-night stand. But there may be 1 or 2 that you
can still match. Yeah.
What's the likelihood that the 1 or 2 that are there for the right time are thinking that when they look around, they're like, oh, all of these people aren't here for the right reason. So you're not gonna really match with.
We're not going up to the person and saying, hey, I want to date you. Like if it works out, it works out. Like I'm just saying, like hypothetically, you go out there, somebody's out there waiting for you, right?
You never know.
But
so to ditch that spousal support, for the ladies out there, if you don't want to go through that, just
support.
Man, you gotta do what you gotta do, somehow or the other. He's the one that gotta be fed up with you, and he's the one that's gonna have to put the divorce first, and he's the one that's gonna have to pay the spousal support. So
damn,
that's
you do you, Cash. You do you. You are living not even on your own planet, your own stratosphere.
Delusional. What did he say?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys are thinking I'm all about the cash, right? It's not about that. It's just.
So that. There you have it, folks.
It is what it is.
Guys, go to the club.
Some good people out there.
Oh my God.
Looking for a serious one-night stand.
Hey, that was just an example.
Would you ever date someone from the club?
No. I don't know. As of that, like I was saying earlier, I don't know. As I said, there could be this wonderful gentleman just happens to go to the gym the club that night, and I just bumped into him, and
would you have a one-night stand?
He turns out being an amazing person.
Would you have a one-night stand?
No.
Okay.
Not if I'm still in a relationship.
But what if they're an amazing person?
Still, like
how you gonna
you just talk. You just at that time, if you find out that your person of interest is cheating on you, and you don't want to go through divorce, and you have the one. You're the first person that don't want to go through the divorce. You're like, nah, I'm not gonna go through divorce because I might end up have to pay or have to go through spousal.
So you hurt him a different way.
Yeah.
You hump that guy in the corner of the club.
I don't believe it.
Have a dance or something. I'm not saying to go on a one night stand or whatever the case.
I'd be okay if someone dance.
You might as well leave the relationship. Like it shouldn't be monetary at that point because you gotta figure it out and be done with it. Because like I said, what the hell is the point of like me hurting you and then you're gonna hurt me back and then we're just playing like a game.
Well, for you, it'll be easy because you're not looking for spousal support. So
yeah, but spousal support be damned. Like you gotta,
but like
my peace of mind at that point is like I don't give a shit.
That eye for eye thing in that aspect. Oh, I got to get them back for what they did. Like you're literally lowering your standards.
Yes.
You're literally compromising who you are. And you know you're not going to cheat. You know you stand on that. But my partner cheated, so now I got to do it back to them.
Not to be exact. And when I mean eye for eye, it's not to be exact like, oh, I should message one of my guy friends and have him call me baby. No. What I'm just saying is that why are you going to suffer more and go through the pain and the heartache of your partner cheating on you? You've married to them, you've been in a relationship, like it's just not working.
Just leave
and
them.
You don't want to leave, but like
leave
separate without a divorce and actually going through the court or the law of paying that spousal support.
See, that's the thing. I think more people need to leave when you're not happy. If you're not happy, it's not working out.
If you want to leave, ladies, if you don't want to pay your spousal support, don't call the shots first.
Is it worth it for the mental health? Like, you know what I mean? It's not worth it.
No,
not to me.
Then you're gonna look back and like you wasted all
that
these
time
years with that person.
Yes.
No, not to be exact. When I say eye for eye, it's just joking.
Oh, okay.
No, it's. I mean,
it's not eye for eye. It's like eye to stomach or something because it sounded like you want to hurt them, but not hurt them as bad. You just
I don't want to ruin my.
You just dance at the club.
You wouldn't sleep.
And they'll assume that something happened.
You just want to insinuate that you've been with another guy.
I don't want to ruin my character in the first place.
You mentioned a good point too, because now, even though you seeked revenge, and let's say your revenge was cheating on your partner, you're still a cheater. And if that's a value you stand on, that I am totally against cheating, you compromise that for the sake of revenge. So now your new relationship that you get into, like, no matter how much you disclose to that partner and say, or potential partner, say, well, my partner cheated on me first, so I cheated back.
Yeah.
They're still going to look at you as a cheater, regardless of if it was for revenge sake or not. Right. So you said it best. You don't want to ruin your character.
No, I don't.
For the sake of lowering your standards and I gotta cheat because they cheated on me. No, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm not gonna do that.
Once somebody's cheating or once they're stepping out, the relationship is already gone.
Yeah,
exactly.
There's nobody that cheats that's in love with that person.
Right.
It doesn't happen. You know what I mean? It's like if I'm
Could you be in love with two people?
I don't know, but that's a whole different conversation.
We'll save that one.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But anyway, we'll get back to it. But if you're totally in love with with somebody, if I'm in love with my wife and completely happy, then I would never cheat. It's impossible for me to cheat if I'm completely happy.
Mm-hmm.
It's how I look at it, because that means if you're willing to put something on the line, that means there's even a 0.1% chance that you're not happy. You know what I mean?
Maybe you are happy, but the chub.
It became a chub, but that means you're not happy.
Right.
But that means you're not happy. And then
the chub dig up something in the mind and be like, oh.
Yeah, so I don't think. So that's why. Sorry. That's why I don't think you can cheat.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean by. Then I think it's even worse to kind of try to follow back with cheating on that person as well. Then what's the use? Because they're not happy, so they cheated on you, and then they're not. They may not even care that you're cheating on, because it's a useless relationship. at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are you going through the whole? Because you're just doing it to fight now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was just joking, guys. I was just
that's
joking.
just toxic, right?
Yeah, we're just joking regarding eye for eye. And I took your topic way too far with just a text message coming in from another female.
I'm going to cut this part out because I want the intensity.
Oh, shoot.
I'm kidding.
Jace, I get scared when you go into your phone there. So I'm going to ask you, what you got for us?
What's the next?
Yeah, he just.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
You know who was asking you about you the other day?
Who?
Nobody.
Oh shit!
I use a child mark.
I actually thought it was for real. I'm like, oh,
I love that. I love what he did to Draymond.
damn.
No, but I do got a joke for you guys. So, two gay guys, they're couples, right?
Mm-hmm.
They went for a counseling and they were suggested a game to play because they were having problems, right?
Yeah.
So basically, the guy gets the game. They come home. The game is like a sexual game, right? So one guy, the first guy, has to lie down naked on the bed, put his face down, tied up, blindfold, and then the guy goes and gets a feather and strokes it on his back. He goes like, "What is that?" And the guy guesses, "Oh, it's a feather."
Yeah.
Right? So he goes, "Okay, now your turn." So the other guy goes on the bed. Lies down naked, blindfolded. The guy goes out and like looks outside. He's like, "Oh, there's a little broom. Let me bring the broom." So he goes out and he rubs it on his back. And he's like, "Oh, what is that?" He's like, "You have to guess. It's a broom." Oh, and the guy goes back. He's like, "Okay, my turn." Now that I do reverse, the guy goes back on the bed. He goes in the washroom, and he finds that what's that thing called?
Plunger.
Oh, you played the game before?
I just see your hands moving like in the
He's
washroom.
actually played a game before.
Oh man.
Got him.